PJ Fleck, 7th year at Minnesota, 9-4 last year, 6-3 in the conference. He had a good outing last year. Overall, he's a decent coach too. 44-27, 25-13 at home, 15-14. He's slightly over 500 away. That says a lot about a coach. He's returning 7 on offense, 6 on defense, and he brings in 10 from the transfer portal. Only bad thing I've heard about this guy is that he does some contemporary things, kind of like Mike Leach used to do, and, coaches a little out the box sometimes. So he has some kind of merit system over there where the players get merits for telling on each other and all that kind of stuff. But it has to do a lot with being accountable. Yeah. Yeah. And it is actually in the real world it's snitching, but in the rules of the game and being a teammate and all that, it's all about getting players to be accountable for their action, because the game is like a chain link fence. All 11 got to be doing their job for everybody to succeed. So, I don't know. It's a mixed emotion about that, but let's jump into the offense right here. What you think about this offense over here for this year?
I know they're missing a big piece, Mohamed Ibrahim. I mean, that was his guy, and I know he's a run-heavy coach. So I think he got a transfer. Where did he get the transfer from? Let's see. Sean Tyler.
I think he's from Texas A&M. No, Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech. Yeah. Well, he got Sean Tyler. I think he was from Western Michigan. Yeah, Western Michigan. Yeah, that's the guy. That's because I know that's where he's from. He's a MAC guy. So, he recruits that area wholeheartedly, and he can recognize talent and he can build his team for the runs, for the run game, which he will do here. And I think they'll be on par. I think they're a little behind they were without Abraham. I think they'll pick up the pieces, but they're a lot of middle team. I mean, you look at the passing numbers right there, ranked 119 overall, rushing 19, and that's got a lot to do with Abraham. So points per game right there, bottom at the top 2/3, lower 1/3, or higher 1/3, however you want to break it down. So they got to re-identify themselves. We know what they're going to try. They're going to try to run first, where they have the talent to push forward. When replacing a guy like Abraham's a big ass. But he even when he was hurt, they were still successful running the football. That's what they do. That's his brand of football, PJ Fleck. So I think they're going to run first.
I think they have the talent to do it on offense, but it's just going to be how well the offensive line, how good they play in the trenches, probably be the telltale signs of this team. Now, over on the defensive side of things, they did really well last year on the defensive side. And this year, they bring back some leadership, kind of spread out in some places. They bring in some new faces and a bunch of transfers. And I think it's a mix that probably could be tasty. It's like Neapolitan ice cream. Not everybody likes it, but this little mix that they got going might be kind of tasty.
Yeah. Yeah, the defense, they'll be there too. I think they're what did they say? They ranked 4th nationally in scoring defense, 13.8, and 9th in yards. 295. So underrated defense for sure. You don't hear people talk about Minnesota's defense a lot. So definitely an underrated defense, and I think they kind of keep things intact. If you look at the numbers up on your screen, number 3, number 18, number 14, solid numbers. Like PJ Fleck wants to make you row his boat, baby, row his boat.
And here goes another team right here. Might want to get to the window on this one. Between Illinois and this one, I think we might get to the window. I mean, the over-under is 7. Now, I have a possible 5-0. If Matt Rule doesn't hit the ground running and they play Nebraska, that's a win. Eastern Michigan, that's a win. North Carolina, it's at North Carolina. You're going to have to play hard, but that could be a win. And then Northwestern could also be a win. Louisiana could be a win. And then they see Michigan. So if they're as tough as they propose to be on paper, then we might get a 5-0 there. and only need 2 more wins to cover the 7. What you think about the season wins for this team?
Yeah, I see 4-1, 5-0, possibly. You know, that might be a tough ask at Carolina, but who knows? I mean, like I said, their defenses travel well, and they're going to be on the road for that one. So, and then you got some changes over there at North Carolina too on the offensive side of things. So maybe that's a good matchup for them. But yeah, I mean, I don't hate that 7. You know, 7. If it's not juiced too high, you know, you might get a little bit, maybe a little plus money with that number too. So definitely be interested on a plus money scenario.
I just definitely wouldn't take it with the hook. I think it could fall on 7 easily, but
yeah.
You know, if they put a hook on it, it might turn me away. But let's jump on into the next team. Keep it going.